Good day, it is October the 21st, and today we're going to continue in John 4, doing verses 10 through 12, and Proverbs 21. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997, and say 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin John 4, starting at verse 10. Jesus said, If you knew the gift of Elohim and who was asking for a drink, you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water. 11. Sir, the woman replied, you have nothing to draw the water with, and the well is deep. Where would you get this living water? 12. Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us this well, and could drink from it himself, as did his sons and livestock? Okay, this woman's at the well. A lot of teachings say that she might have been a prostitute or something like that. I don't know about that, because she's at the well of Jacob, and that would have been a holy place or a sacred place for them, and they might not let her draw there if she was unclean like that. So, and then later on, well, we'll find out about it later on. 10. Jesus answered, If you knew the gift of Elohim and who was asking you for a drink, you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water. Spiritually, their positions were reversed. He's going to her physically and asking her for a drink of water, and he's offering her water that's spiritual. Verse 11. Sir, the woman replied, you have nothing to draw with, and this well is deep. Where would you get this living water? He's impressing her. She's mistaking spring water. She's making spring water as a cistern instead of a well, an artesian well with flowing water and stuff like that. And he has nothing to draw physically the water. 12. Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us this well and drank from it himself and his sons and his livestock? She's misunderstanding him, his position. We'll get into that later. Proverbs 21. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the water courses, he turns it whithersoever he will. Think of a soaker hose. Alright? You can put it in various parts of the garden. That's what he's talking about. 2. Every way of man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh weighs the hearts. You may deceive people, you may deceive yourself, but you're not going to deceive God. 3. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to Yahweh than sacrifice. Obedience is better than apologizing. 4. A hot look and a proud heart, the tillage of the wicked is sin. You reap what you sow. 5. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to the plenteous, but everyone that is hasty hasteth only to want. Yeah, get rid of, don't do get-rich-quick schemes. Be diligent. That means slow, steady consistency will result in abundance. 6. Getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vapor driven to and fro. They that seek them seek death. Yeah, don't lie to get wealthy. 7. The violence of the wicked shall drag them away, because they refuse to do justly. 8. The way of a man is froward and strange, that's rebellious, but as for the pure, his work is right. 9. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than a house in common with a contentious woman. Peace and quiet's better than fighting with your spouse. 10. The soul of the wicked desireth evil, and favor findeth no favor in his eyes. Evil has no friends. They just have people they use. 11. When the scorner is punished, the thoughtless or the simple is made wise. When the wise is instructed, he receives knowledge. 12. The righteous one considereth the house of the wicked, overthrowing the wicked to their ruin. the wicked will be overthrown. 13. Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he shall also cry himself, but shall not be answered. Yeah, if you don't show mercy, if you don't show generosity, you won't receive any. 14. A gift in secret pacifieth anger, and strength and the presence in the bosom strong wrath. This is a sincere apologies, not bribes. And it's not to pervert justice. 15. To do justly is joy to the righteous, but ruin to the workers of iniquity. 16. The man that strayeth out of the way of understanding shall rest in the congregation of the shades. You get out of God's path, you will die. 17. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. More pleasure, less work, less money, less wealth. 18. The wicked is ransom for the righteous, and the faithless cometh instead of the upright. 19. It's better to dwell in the desert land than with a contentious and fretful woman. Again, peace and quiet and lack is better than fighting. 20. There is desirable treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man swallows it up. Save and you'll have, spend and use it up and you won't. 21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, prosperity, and honor. Obedience to God is life and love. 22. A wise man scaleth the city of the mighty, and bringeth down the stronghold wherein it resteth. Being wise is better than being strong. 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and tongue, keepeth his soul from troubles. Less talk, less trouble. 20. Less idle talk especially. 24. A proud and haughty man scorners his name, even he that dealeth in overbearing pride. 25. The desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor. Laziness is death. 26. There is that coveteth greedy all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. The more you give generosity in a spirit of love and generosity, love toward God, generosity toward humans, the more you'll have. If you're stingy and miserly, you'll be poor. 27. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he bringeth in with the proceeds of the wickedness? This is not sincere, it's bribery, it's like giving to charity with money you robbed from a bank. 28. A false witness shall perish, but a man that obeyeth shall speak unchallenged. 29. A wicked man hardeneth his face, but as for the upright, he looketh well to his way. This wicked man ignore people in need. Righteous, look out for them. 30. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against God. You can't be God. And 31. The horsemen prepared against the day of the battle, but victory is of Yahweh. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.